This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
It's Bob here. I got a question.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 12th day of June, 2025. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. My name is Chris Huck, and here we are on a Thursday, best day of the week. That's right, Tommy Olson's on his way in, Ben Lieber, Maxo, Zaxo, Corey's out. Giving his money to the poker world. And there's Meat Sauce in the big chair. So lots to get to. Let's get her started. Here's some comedy from Andrew Dice Clay. What? It's true. On Batman versus Superman, because it's Superman Day. Power Trip Morning Show, come on in. I am glad you're here.
Batman versus Superman. Are you kidding me with this here now? Think about it. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, Batman, big shot, right? Shows up at a little costume party with the outfit, the little mask with the pointy ears, the utility belt, with a flashlight and a chain ladder and some pepper spray. What's he say? Stop, I'm gonna make you. Superman. They call Superman Superman because he's a Superman. He's not from here. He's super. He jumps off a cliff. He's in Bangkok in 30 seconds. Going, I'm over here now. He's the Man of Steel. He looks at a pipe he bends. I wish I had that X-ray vision. I'd be in Victoria's Secrets every day, just browsing.
And I was in Miami with my new beach house.
The finish line is waiting.
I haven't been listening. What's going on?
Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Power Trip Morning Show. There's only one winner. A bunch of losers, too. Hey. Good morning. Here we are. It's Thursday morning, best day of the week. I suspect Tommy Olson will be bursting through the door behind me any moment. Throwing kisses and DNA.
Kisses?
Kiss.
Kiss. You loved Kiss.
I did, man. One of my favorite bands.
What was that album you loved?
Kiss Alive 2. Now, it's very controversial. A lot of people like Kiss Alive the most. Sure. Kiss Alive 2 was the one that did it for me.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I never got into them.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the Detroit Rock City? Fine.
You gotta lose your mind.
Yeah. That was a decent movie.
Calling Dr. Love.
Did you say movie?
Yeah, Detroit Rock City was a movie. Am I wrong?
Was it?
I think so.
1999 film, I guess.
Yeah.
Starring
Edward Furlong as Hawk.
Hi.
James DeBello as Trip.
They did a movie about me?
Sam Huntington as Jam.
Oh.
Natasha Lyonne as Christine.
Oh.
And Gene Simmons as Kiss.
Kiss.
But he's in there.
Yeah.
Rock-loving teens and aspiring musicians Hawk.
They love what now?
Whoa.
Rock.
Oh, rock. Okay. Because that's a different film, I believe. Right? I mean,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's a completely different movie.
I mean, there's those too.
Yeah.
Yes. There is those. And let's see here. They can't wait to see their favorite band, Kiss, perform at an upcoming concert. However,
oh no,
Jam's pious, Jam, by the way, this is his name. Jam's pious mother finds the tickets to the event. She incinerates them, leaving the boys desperate to find a way to see the show. In their attempts to see Kiss, the lads endure misunderstandings, humiliation, and violence, all just to see their beloved idols.
Yes.
How did you know this film existed?
I'm pretty sure Smitty Oom and I saw it real baked in the theater. And I remember seeing it because I'm like, why are we going to see a movie about a band neither of us like? It's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's not a bad film.
It's about power and desire and the threat to modern society.
Jam's Pious's mother, would you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they call her Jam for a reason.
No. That's her son's name.
Well, she called him Jam for a reason. Good morning to you guys.
He got out of one.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
He got out of a jam. He got out of her, too.
Wow. Well, good point.
Yeah. And, she got jammed, obviously. By some, she doesn't even know who the dad was. I know this film. I know I know the life story.
Yeah.
She got L'd at a concert. Mm-hmm. And 9 months later, there was a guy, and they were like, "What do you want to name this kid?" And I'll name him after his dad, the one who jammed me, because she has no idea who he really is.
So, let me ask you this.
I'm sorry, I'm not done with the story yet. Do you want to know the rest of the story or not?
Yes, but I have I have a thought on it.
Yeah. She also could have named him average size. In case you're wondering.
Good for Daddy Jam.
Well, I guess it's better than being below average.
Yeah, I'll take average.
I'm going to say it is definitely better than being below average.
Yeah.
Oh.
What if she was this Jam's mom was the lady who met, was it Striper?
Striper.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, I see. Dokken.
No,
Slaughter.
Yeah. What if this is the mom that met Slaughter?
Yeah.
And then Jam is the reason, is what she got for meeting Slaughter.
Well, it's hard to get pregnant the way she got jammed.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't think you can get pregnant. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Don't think so.
No. That's, if I were to rank hockey.
If you were a sculptor.
If I were a sculptor.
Well,
great song.
Nah.
I would put that in my top 5 stories.
You know what I put in your top?
Less, please.
Couple dollar bills.
Yeah, well, that would work.
You stripper?
That would work.
Okay.
Natasha Lyonne as Christine, a young woman heading to disco in Detroit.
She's great, by the way.
Yeah, she
Early
is
Natasha Lyonne.
Yeah.
She's
great.
She got her start on Pee Wee Herman's show.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
The Playhouse, huh?
Yeah, she got to start in that show, yeah.
The Chucker.
Yeah. The Chucker?
And the Playhouse.
Oh, brilliant. Got it. Took me a second.
Good morning. No Corey today. Dad's gone. Normally that would mean we could play music we wanted.
Think how many Beach Boys songs we'd play today. Yeah.
I couldn't even play the tributes to Brian Wilson because...
yeah.
Because we're not allowed to play music because, how could we do that?
Right.
All right, don't get me started because I do get in trouble when I talk about that.
Yeah.
Makes people feel bad.
Today would be because he's gone, so we would only play.
Dead?
He might be. We would only play Beach Boys slammers for 3.5 hours.
Like, what's your favorite Beach Boy slammer?
I Get Around, probably.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's your favorite?
You and Jam's mom.
That or, I mean, Good Vibrations is an easy answer because that's such a good slammer.
Yeah. I like the song In My Womb about Jam's mom.
Yep. You like California Girls.
I love them all. I wish they all... Well, I know it's not true.
And Barbara Ann.
Barbara Ann. I didn't you think the name of the song was Barbara Ann?
Yeah.
It's not. It's Barbara Ann.
Were you a huge fan?
I would say I mean, obviously as a kid, the Beach Boys music is music you love as a kid, right?
Yeah,
at least
correct,
I did when I was a kid.
Yep.
And then you kind of grow out of it, and then you read that all your favorite artists thought that they were the bee's knees.
Yeah.
And that she spent the Jam's mom.
Jam's mom. You loved Jam's
3 weeks
mom.
on the road on her back with the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Getting jammed.
Kokomo is also a banger.
Yeah, you
But
like
that's
that one.
later
That's
Beach
that, I mean,
Boys.
obviously that is Touch of Grey by Grateful
correct.
Dead. You know what I mean? But, there's a lot of great songs.
Yeah, they're great.
And he did. He died. You know, if you ever want to listen to a fascinating and terribly sad audiobook, or just read the book, Brian Wilson's biography, you can't believe. I mean, his dad was just horrible to him, so overbearing and mean. And the kid was obviously a genius. I believe it was a stretch of maybe 3 years that he lived in, and this is not hyperbole, this is true. He lived in a sandbox in his living room.
Yeah.
Never left the sandbox.
No.
Lived in the sandbox.
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
Yeah. And like you wonder, like, didn't anybody say, hey, we'd probably get Bryce some help?
Yeah. You
know?
But I think they were all making way too much money off of it,
At that point, I don't think they were. At that point, I don't think he left the sandbox.
Yeah.
You know? I wonder, if he treated the sandbox like a litter box. Doesn't say that in the book.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Here's Brian Wilson.
You don't mind if I'm directly to the point, do you?
Not at all.
It don't take me to tell you that you're about 10 pounds overweight, does it?
Thanks.
But I can be honest with you, Ken.
How did they not know he needed help?
Listen.
He's talking to ladies like that?
Yeah, he is.
Do you have any of Brian Wilson's original music?
I do. Well, I got him talking about his music.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Hey now, I'm all around you.
Yeah.
Hey now, up on your heart I can sing through you. And I play and I sing and they say, hey man, you got soul in that music. And I said, yeah, I play a little bit, you know.
When that was our only, we loved that.
I
bit.
still love it.
Yeah.
And the irony of playing Charles Manson sound bites, of course, is how close he was to the Beach Boys, at least Dennis Wilson. In fact, the Beach Boys cut one of his songs and did not give him credit.
And that may have set him off.
It was one of the things that he wasn't happy about.
And I think the bit goes is a couple of Manson's gals were like walking down the Sunset Strip, and Brian Wilson was on his way to his fancy home. And not Brian. Which one?
Dennis.
Dennis saw them, picked him up, I think slept with all three of them, and then they brought Manson in, and then Manson wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
Manson loved it there.
Well, who doesn't?
And yeah.
And one of those three girls? Jam.
One of those, it's all full circle.
It is, isn't it?
Yep, you are correct.
Sandbox.
And the sandbox.
Yeah, in the sandbox. Yeah. Sand.
Have you seen the documentary, Hawk? I think that's the one I talked about where I was watching on a plane and then put my sunglasses on and passed out. But it's the one where he's interviewed and he's driving around in a car through like old spots that they used to, I forgot what it's called, but it's Brian Wilson.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he's being interviewed and he's like a little boy.
He is, yeah. I mean,
he's just very like,
there's just, my gosh, man, that's they were talk about an overbearing dad, but again, genius, and it prevails.
Sometimes.
So
Yeah,
right.
But it was
82 years old.
Man.
Bob Dylan says he's long admired Wilson's work. Elton John calls him the biggest influence on his songwriting.
Wow.
Yeah. Carl and Dennis and Brian formed the Beach Boys. And if we could afford it, if we weren't the little company that could.
Yeah. Oh boy. You're getting emails.
I would play audio of them, but let's just have dead air for a moment and pretend we're listening to the Beach Boys.
Okay.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh.
Did you hear what they did there? Oh yeah. Right.
That's very good.
Is that a curse word?
Yeah.
Did he say the C word?
Yeah, twice.
Which C word?
All of them. He freestyle raps now.
Wow. Circus.
That's a good note right there.
Did you just say somebody's name was Latoris?
Yes, he did. He was singing to you.
Wow. He's right about those California girls.
Yeah.
They do like it when you spin them around.
Your mic's on.
I'm sorry, I'm listening to song. I'm having a moment of silence.
That's a different band.
Yeah, that was obviously stolen by Motley Crue.
Motley Crue.
Yeah. Hey!
Oh, I bet he loved the Beach Boys.
What a way to break that.
He does. Hi, buddy boy. Yeah, we were having a moment of silence.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. We're glad you broken it into the. Somebody's got to end the moment of silence.
Yeah.
Tommy's the guy up in the corner of the stadium. He goes,
Of course.
during the moment of silence.
Hi, Tommy.
Gross.
How are you, brother?
Good.
I'll tell you what it is. He's smelling good. You're smelling like you're melon.
Thank you. I actually showered before I came in here. First time in a long time. First time in a long time.
Rosie, relax,
Rosie,
brother.
relax. Oh.
You guys remember you had the whole state fair singing "See Murder"?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, now.
Didn't we do a bit where we had people do an impression of it in Vegas?
Yeah, I play a little bit, you know.
He does play a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy?
You like music. You're a musician.
I'm driving 5 hours to play a show after here in a little bit.
Like that all part of that of him singing. That's like a legitimately good melody.
I know.
Yeah.
It gets stuck in your head.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Yeah. Well, and
See Murder all day.
there's a song on the Spaghetti Incident from Guns N' Roses, like a B-sides record that is one of his songs as well.
Oh man.
Hey now, I'm all around
I mean, that's
you.
so good.
Around you. Hey now, open your heart, I can sing through you. And I play and I sing and they say, hey man, you got soul in that music. And I said, yeah, I play a little bit, you know.
So cocky at the end of it. I play a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Murder had a lot, man. That guy had everything.
And he had kind words for ladies.
You don't mind if I'm directly to the point, do you?
Not at all.
It don't take me to tell you that you're about 10 pounds overweight, does it?
Thanks.
But I have to be honest with you,
My God.
tell you.
My God.
Imagine, like,
He's just playing with it.
I get, you guys rip me for my weight. Great. If you meant it, I'd be crushed.
Yeah,
if
of
one
course.
of you, pulled me aside and was like, hey, Sauce. Yeah? Would you lose 35 pounds? I'd be like, what? Like, imagine if you went up to one of the ladies at work today and was like, hey, can I be honest with you? Yeah, go ahead. You should lose like 15 pounds.
Yeah.
You'll get fired. It was like, that's probably some lady who's just like setting up his microphone
and she's
for an
probably
interview.
stunning.
Yeah.
That was the interviewer. The lady was interviewing him.
Why was he getting interviewed?
He always did.
Because he was C Murder and he played little and he talked a little.
Because he'd say nutty things.
Did we know he was killing people or still interviewing
this is when he was in jail.
Yeah, he was in prison.
Yeah, prison.
That was a prison interview.
So he was just famous.
Yeah, He's probably one of the most famous people in prison ever.
And he'll tell you he didn't kill anybody.
No,
he didn't have to. Which wasn't true, by the way. He did kill that guy later, right? Or before. No, before.
No, before.
Yeah, it was before, yeah.
The guy Tex wouldn't kill.
I'll tell you, Tommers.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's your guys' kind of thing, but that, the latest Manson thing on Netflix.
Yes.
It's worth your time.
It's worth
it. It's terrible.
Yeah,
and
I'll watch.
It's terrible.
Can I come over and watch?
You can come over and watch.
Roso.
Let's go. Hey, listen. Do you know what I did last night?
I have an idea.
I did that, yeah. I did that as well.
Did you throw out the first pitch?
I did.
Oh, yeah. How'd it go? Oh, did you make it there? Did you go on the mound? Did you stand in front?
I'll give you a full report.
Okay, I can't wait.
Is there video?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I couldn't see the home base. That's how bad my eyes are.
Yeah, stop hanging out with my dad before you go.
Well, they told me that'd make me go blind, and they were right. Patrick Morning Show. We'll break. We'll come right back. We're happy to be here with you with the Patrick Morning Show. Happy just to be here with you. Hey, good morning, all you rock stars out there. Here we are at 5:53. I played every bar from here to San Antonio. That's not true, but a lot of them. Over there's Tommy Olson.
How's Daddy?
What's up, Tommy?
Hey. Carlstad's up there.
Dude, let me tell you, I got 5 hours today. 5 hours to drive it. I got sound check at 1.
Is that the Chris Hockey Band?
It's Chris Hockey Band.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so you can play anything you want.
Yeah, dude, yeah. It's Kicking Up Country Music Festival. It's fantastic. I love it. We played in 2019. Again, it's worldwide famous for being the first place Zacco ever had a burrito.
Sure.
Backstage at Kicking Up Country Music Festival. He was not exactly blown away. I told him there are better burritos.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
But it's fun because we are direct support. So that's fun, which means there's 4 bands on the bill today. There's the opening band, the second band, then we play, and then Tyler Hubbard from Florida Georgia Line is the headliner.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, so we'll play in front of a big crowd tonight, and it's always it's a nerve-wracking fun experience because you hope some people know your music because it's all my music. We'll play a couple of covers in there, and we do an hour and a half.
Hour and a half's long.
It's
a long
90
time.
minutes, and especially if people don't know a lot of your music. So you got to bring the energy. The band will be on fire, and you gotta throw in a cover every now and again so the people don't get too bored with not knowing your songs. But more than anything, you gotta make them believe you belong, right? And it's a fun challenge, and I enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. If you're in that area, come on out. It's a big old festival.
You know what I was thinking about on the drive in that we don't talk about much?
Oh yeah, we talk about it all the time.
Yeah, Hawk
and
does.
by the way, I was thinking about it as well.
You don't.
No.
What's
that? Like we always talk about, like a sequel to a movie is always never that good. Like it's hard to make the sequel just as good.
Yeah, of course.
Except for Look Who's Talking 2.
Except for Rocky IV. There's a lot of exceptions, right?
Hot Shots Part 2.
PTF 2 Deuce or whatever.
So good. Yeah, great film.
Fantastic. But we never talk about the second album being harder. Ever.
Yeah.
Is that not a thing?
It's 100% true.
Yeah.
The old cliche is you got your whole life to make your first record and about a year to make your second one.
But the reason I bring it up, Hogs.
Yeah, go ahead, baby.
The Carter 6 came out.
Yeah.
You know the Carter 6?
Yeah,
so Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne,
Yeah. And everyone's ripping it.
Yeah. And?
I love it, but I just don't understand why.
Wheezy wails.
I think it's kind of nostalgia like Happy Gilmore, you know?
Okay.
Like how the Carter 2, and we think of like Fireman and all the bangers.
Sure.
DJ. We think of all the hits.
All of them.
Right.
But like, it's like Happy Gilmore because like if Happy Gilmore came out right now, I don't know. It's just so nostalgic now.
Yeah. You watch it. Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with it, but I thought I had a good thought in the car.
That's okay.
It's a good thought. I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing. And if you have a band out there who their second record is one you love, that is really saying something about that songwriter. Most of the time, if they have a second record you like, they're going to have a third, fourth, fifth, and sixth record you like as well. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No, that's fair.
Look at that. So, can you see that?
Oh, Hawk, you look hot in the picture.
Tyler Hubbard, Tomorrow's Little Big Town, Eli Young Band, and there I am. That's me.
Wow.
That's me right there.
Is Michael Ray playing?
Michael Ray.
Oh.
Michael Ray. Yeah, that's right. This is Ace Frehley, who played, I believe, last night. He used to be the guitar player for Kiss.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Kiss. So, no, it's exciting. I'm very, very excited to get on up there.
Big Town.
Hey, you're on like the second marquee, dude.
Direct support, baby.
Yeah.
I know it's a big spot, and I'm going to be nervous all day.
Hogs, look at your name. It's right there.
That's right there. That's what I'm saying.
Second.
Oh, my God.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Hogs, you got to take a screenshot of that. That's pretty cool.
Man. No, don't worry about it. Kick It Up Country, man. That's tonight in Carlstadt. So that's why I got to leave the show a little early. I apologize about that. But, Chris Hockey Band, we don't play a lot of shows anymore. We're going to try to change that next year. And second of all, I don't get a chance to be direct support like this very often. So
you got to do it.
That's the guy from Florida Georgia Line. Yeah,
And
that's
it's
come on.
huge.
The guy that used to play for Kills.
Kills. And after what happened to me last night at the Twins game, I'm going to stick to singing.
How bad was this?
It can't be that bad.
No, I hit the pitcher's dirt when I threw one at the Saints. Was it worse?
I didn't quite make it to the dirt. It was so I had the honor of throwing out the first pitch at the Twins game last night. Here's the most you won't believe this thing though. Not that I threw a bad pitch. I mean, look at me. I'm no athlete.
No,
and I'm not even kidding you. It's so far.
Yes,
it's so far from the pitcher's mound to the plate, and Parker picked me up and threw me around before I went out there. And he was there with his beloved Beautiful. He's not going to be in today, by the way. They're heading on vacation. Great dudes.
Great.
Talked to Audra and all these great people.
Audra died?
Yeah, she passed.
No. Good riddance.
She died doing what she loved. Did you say good written?
He did.
And so then there's like 4 different groups throwing out the first pitch. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my, yeah. Throwing out the first pitch, and I was I think third right before the frost went out there. Joe Anderson, by the way, came up at Mr. Fun. As well.
Yeah, the best.
Said hi, and
Mr. Fun. I love Mr. Fun.
Did you guys kiss?
Jesus.
Kills. They call him Mr. Fun for a reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He likes to have a good time, man.
They also call him Mr. Doggy.
Oh.
They do.
They do?
He likes what he likes.
And Mr. Jam.
No. Don't. Why are you going to be crass? No.
Tickle a lizard.
No.
So they waved me out onto the field, and then they give you the hold sign. And he said my name, and I got ready to throw it, and she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I'm like, oh. And then when she gave me the high sign, I took my arm back, and I go through my throwing motion. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, my stupid hand didn't let go of the ball till I was about here. Yeah. I don't know what my hand was thinking.
Yeah.
So, I think we're tweeting it from the Power Trip page right now.
Did you warm up at all?
Not a bit.
No.
Yeah, there's your problem.
I didn't have a chance.
You don't get a chance.
You don't get a chance.
When's the last time you've thrown a ball before this?
1974.
Right.
Oh, yeah. When's the last time you threw balls?
Yeah, it's on the KFAN account.
But that's always the thing, because I've done it, and he gets it. When we threw that pitch out at the Saints game, and I threw it into the ground.
Zach, you're looking at it right now.
People think you get to go into the bullpen and just throw strikes.
You should pull it up on the computer in there.
It's embarrassing.
On the KFAN, I know, but to play the audio, because I got the video from Bonus.
Oh, so you can hear her.
You can hear Bonus's reaction.
And you can hear Chrissy, who, by the way, here's the surprise. The surprising thing isn't that I punished the ground with the baseball.
Oh, yeah.
The surprising thing is I stayed for the whole game.
No, you didn't. What?
And hung out in the
press box?
No.
The Grey Duck bar?
Yeah, I did do that.
The other one? The
Truly.
The Truly one's sick.
After the game, we watched the ground crew working on the field.
You and Bonus?
Bonus and the Vraspers, and a bunch of us. Yeah,
that's his Valhalla. That's his Valhalla.
That's his Graceland.
No, it
Bonus
is.
loves when it was old rock bottom for your saucy. I would go to baseball games. No. I would go to baseball games at the Bonuses, and Bonus would be like, hey, instead of just going home, hang out with us and watch the ballpark be put to bed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And it was, they served booze.
Yeah, you're 0.4. You're like, that sounds great.
Was it the same, though? Were you watching the guy vacuum the sunflower seeds and finally you felt a hand in your lap?
Yes.
Oh, Boney Bones. Hi.
That's Bones.
Now it's time to put you to bed.
Now just let it happen.
Where would I go to see this video?
X or twitter.com/KFAN1003.
Twitter.com. It's an embarrassment, and I get a chance to do it again in July, and I'm going to completely redeem myself. I'm just not an athletic person. I used to be. But even when I was an athlete, I couldn't throw a damned ball. You know me?
Yeah, it's...
Yeah. It ain't right.
Yeah, but
you didn't practice.
No, even if I did.
If you would have warmed up like 3 or 4 throws, I guarantee you'd have been fine.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I'll tell you what, it was a real embarrassment. And if you take a look at it, oof.
It wasn't that bad.
It's not that bad.
There's been way worse.
Oh, yeah, there's been way worse. I mean,
that's not great, but it's not horrible.
It's like having a bad landing saying there's been way worse.
Yeah, good point. Right? Yeah.
I don't see it. I'm too.
Yeah, Zach. Oh, I see it.
I got it.
Yeah, the fan tweeted it.
Yeah.
Oh, not Power Trip. Okay.
Oh, yeah, me.
Yeah, Hogs. The other thing, not to like really break it down, but like you're about 20 feet in front of the mound.
Dude, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I know. She told me you can be in front of the mound. I'm like, okay, cool. And the guy who caught the ball, the third base coach for the Twins, best guy ever.
He's
good. Look at this. It's like, look at this. Look at this. That's just ridiculous. How embarrassing.
Yeah,
old fart.
Think of telling like your 16-year-old self one day you're going to throw a first pitch out, and that's it right there.
I'll see if I can hear the moan.
Was that
you? No, it was Chrissy Bonus. Oh. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I promise I'll redeem myself.
I like how when you told John was like, oh, baseball game? Yeah, I'll go. Like he has the best life.
Best time.
Yeah, we
spent the entire time with them.
Yeah.
We had so much fun.
Yeah, Bonus is great. The Vraspers are excellent people, too.
Yeah, it's great. It was Sammy Vrasper's birthday yesterday, so
Yeah.
the whole crew was there. We just had the
His
best
dad-
time ever.
Jess is taking a big dump today.
Yeah, think of Wednesdays.
It's Thursday, buddy.
Wednesdays must be hell on earth for him. He
Yeah.
must be so pushed out.
If
Like,
you-
think of his stomach.
You know how, like, you can, if you're, sometimes you're in a house that's not too close to the freeway, but sort of close, you can hear the rumble of the traffic out there.
Yeah.
That's like standing beside Jess on a Wednesday. You can hear the rumble. You know what I mean?
But
Way to
like,
go.
he probably can't put a belt on too tight, or else like it's going to happen.
Yeah, like by the time we left last night, because they stayed in the Truly deck with us as well, he was turtle heading by the time we walked out. He was
for
waddling like a penguin.
100%.
Oh, it's
man.
not that bad.
It's not that bad.
You
It's
do it
way
in July.
worse.
You got to promise
We're
you
gonna
go on the mound. Like, use the actual
How's
mound.
that again?
Yeah.
Where do you want me to go again?
On the mound.
Where did you say?
got to use on the mound.
Don't pierce the toes.
Here's the thing. I'll throw it from the mound if you guys will do it with me, because they allow the groups to do it.
I'll do it.
Let's do it together.
Yeah.
Let's do it together. And Johnny Bones has never thrown out the first
I would love
pitch.
it. Let's do that. What if all of everyone?
Let's do everybody.
Everyone that
it's
can
like
go.
balls everywhere, just like you on a Friday night.
Tommy will chase after him. No, Tommy, you throw it.
Tom, no, it's not the 90s. It's the Twins field.
Tommy's laying down in front of home
Yeah,
base.
Tommy's just at the brass rail. Where is
Help me with your
everybody?
balls.
Tom, you're 3 blocks away. It's the other way.
No, not that saloon.
Why are you wearing an Eric Sutterholm soccer jersey?
We go in at 7 o'clock tonight. Please come see us and make noise like we're huge and have fun. We're going to jump around and throw out free T-shirts from Bell Bank. It's going to be great. Do your little dance, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick Moore, back on the time.
The Fan.
Choose to do anything, or you can choose to do nothing at all. All I want is for you to have a choice. All I want is for you to be just like everyone, just like everyone else, just like everyone.
All right. Patrick Moore, 611. Here we are. Good stories.
Good times, great oldies.
Good times.
Love Johnny Bones.
That's that has been established.
I love him. We love him. He's the most fun.
He'd have
He's the
fun.
best.
He literally would have fun on Doomsday.
And those
He would
two,
find the positive in it.
those two, right?
Yeah, they're a perfect couple.
They're a perfect couple.
They're the most perfect couple I've ever seen, probably in my entire life.
Yeah, I love them both.
They are the definition of love.
You'll get your chance, baby.
And I think Tommy might have invented a new game show over here.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
He's the only one that wants to play, though.
Yeah.
They would be a great time to travel with anywhere.
Out of everybody, and that includes myself. There's nobody better to hang out with.
Bonus got
on the staff of this show.
COVID when we were in Ireland.
Yeah, and he was still happy.
Yeah.
Right?
He crashed his car. He was still happy.
Yeah, he did. He crashed his car. He killed an entire family.
Yeah, he killed a family
With a smile on his face.
He was in prison. He said there's plenty of sex in prison. And he said, hey, now.
He was
He was the most popular guy in the joint.
Yeah, they let him out because he was such a nice guy.
You know what? It's okay.
He was making prison too good for everybody else.
He had the best prison wallet. He was voted 3 years in a row.
Yeah, even when he wasn't there.
He became the prison gang leader on accident, just slapping people's chests.
Oh, God. Now, that's the only bit of bonus that sucks.
He doesn't do that anymore. He does not do it anymore.
I was just about to say he's a tender lover, but he's slapping you hard.
He's pulling hair.
He's on Tinder, sure. He's
Like
more of a Bumble guy.
When we would be in the, what's the bar, the Chandelier? No, what's the bar at Planet Hollywood that we'd hang out at?
Heart Bar.
The Heart Bar.
Heart Bar.
Hawk'd be buying rounds. Bonus would be buying rounds. Somebody would ask, how's Abby? Hawk would start sobbing, and then Bonus would come over and just King Kong Hawk's chest as he's sobbing.
That's Hawk's just sipping on a Vegas. What do you drink? What is it?
Yag Bomb.
A Yag Bomb.
Yeah.
Sips on them.
Oh, man. I'm going to have one of those before I go on stage tonight, I think. Give myself a little extra courage so I don't do on stage what I did on the damn baseball field last night. And you're right. I threw from where the pitcher throws when you're playing T-ball. And I still didn't make it to home plate. What an embarrassment.
The pitcher throws that T-ball.
You know what I mean.
Coach's pitch, yeah.
You know what I mean. Damn it.
Oh,
but
it wasn't that bad.
At least you didn't slip or anything. You know?
I should have done just a cartwheel and broken both my legs.
Yeah. Would you rather take your hog out or do that again?
Oh, I'm hugging it.
Yeah.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I'll throw this thing around.
he's got a secret hammer. You've been acting like you've been in the thumb club for years, but if you really do.
Well, first of all, it's the best tactic ever because I mean, if you go the other direction, you're going to disappoint somebody.
Isn't that the truth?
You got to undersell it.
You got to undersell it.
Because even if you're like, it's only an inch, and then they'll be like, oh my God, you totally lied. It's an inch and a half.
Yeah,
like, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all remember Hawk's dream is for some lady just to go, gee.
Yeah, that's my dream.
Yeah.
But it's going to have to, I'm going to have to find a planet with like 14-inch people.
Wow.
Okay, Hogs, can I clarify about that Slaughter story?
Oh, sure.
It's the best story.
Was it the boyfriend that was waiting for her? Or was
I'll do the clean synopsis as quickly as I can.
So good.
It's so good.
It's such a great story.
And by the way, who brought us the first segment?
My amazing friends at Gutter Helmet and GutterHelmetMN.com.
Yeah, I need to talk to them, by the way. GutterHelmet.com.
They're the best, dude.
Yeah.
GutterHelmetMN.com. You don't have to worry. It's going to rain a ton this weekend.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about your gutters filling up and clogging because they won't.
You know who could have used a helmet? This lady at the Slaughter concert.
Solo.
Hair Arena, Dayton, Ohio. I believe it was Trickster into Slaughter into
Trickster.
Maybe Rat was the headliner.
Can you sing one Trickster song?
So heaven for you.
Yeah,
Could you imagine the people that would be at that concert?
Yeah, they were all sluts.
Trickster.
Just all wearing leather and just hornier than hell.
Just slapping
Like,
sacks.
do people just make out to say hi?
You know what? For you, I'm going to say yes.
Yeah,
because I don't want to change it for you. I want you to picture.
You know, bonus is Graceland. That's my Graceland.
Yeah, right.
What's Slaughter's best song?
Up all night, sleep all day, fly to the angels.
Oh yeah, that's actually. Is that the one that starts slow?
Yeah.
Cause I got to fly, fly to the angels.
Jeez.
Imagine all these bangers we'd be playing right
Dude.
now.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, we'd be playing all the bangers.
Yeah.
God, do you remember the one? Sorry, I don't mean to get way off track, but do you remember the one time we did that story about that guy that allegedly had a 22-inch penis, and we played Lucky Man for 3.5 hours?
Yeah, just the 7 seconds of the chorus.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, and it's
It was
not.
so
I mean,
good.
that's a weird song, you know. It's like he rides white horses. Yeah, he does because he's got a huge cramp.
See, that would have been my moment where last week when we were at that bit, if they'd said, what was your favorite moment? I honestly thought about telling that story, but I didn't want to pull a bit that I did the last time. That's my favorite moment of this show.
Yeah.
We would bring in other people, show the picture, and then we would just play the song.
Lucky man, he runs. Meanwhile, the poor guy can't hardly walk. He's obviously got a problem.
Yeah. It was so good.
But you can see from the first pitch, I ain't sporting nothing big. I can't even throw a ball. Anyway, Hara Arena, Dayton, Ohio. Standing backstage, Big Wazoo, Dayton's Dangerous Rock and Roll Station. Slaughter just finishes their show. They're walking back. There's a bunch of people hanging over the side where the hockey players, where the Zamboni comes out, right? Mm-hmm. Not Tommy Zamboni, Zamboni. And there's people hanging over, and one of the players in the band Slaughter points up at a young lady and motions to grab her. And so his security guy starts to do so. And as the lady is being helped over the edge, her boyfriend starts to come in, and he goes, the security guy goes, no, not you, just her. And she's like, no, I won't go. And he's like, no, go. So she goes. About 7 minutes later, she reappears, and security helps lift her into the stands to her boyfriend, and her hair is substantially a mess.
Oh, man.
Substantially messed up. Do you remember the scene in Something About Mary?
Yeah.
It wasn't hair gel. And and she gets up to him, and it's obvious to everybody what has happened. But the young man is so excited for her, he goes, "Oh my God, you got to meet Slaughter!" And she goes, "I know, I got to meet Slaughter." And we all thought she got slaughtered.
Yeah.
She sure did.
Hogs Daddy, where were you in this scenario?
I was standing down by where the security people helped her up into the stands. Yeah. I worked for the Big Wazoo, Dayton's Dangerous Rock and Roll Station.
Oh, is that Hawkman back then?
Yeah, it was Hawkman. Hey, it's a big wazoo Dayton's Dangerous Rock and Roll Station. Want to get slaughtered? Let me tell you about this lady I saw last night. By the way, I gave her my phone number. Don't even have a phone.
Your old bits, like you have your first time you ever on the air, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, will you play the one where it's
I
like,
love those.
Yeah.
are you looking for just the old cliche radio segues are so
God,
good.
Just a moron.
Yeah, but
that's why I was 19.
you got to do it.
I may not even been 19. I may have been 18.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
That's right. Thank you, Holiday Station.
Thank you to my friends at Holiday. They're the absolute best. I love Holiday. Here's what you do. Mornings are made right. Choose any breakfast sandwich, add a hash brown, and complete it all off with either coffee, fountain drink, Ghost, or Bang, or C4 Energy for just $5. Make it a $5 meal deal only at Holiday today.
That's the Hawkman coming out of your life from Holiday. Come on down here and get your slaughtered.
Complete me off.
Monster drink.
Maxo, I didn't watch any of it. Maybe you did, but the NBA Finals resumed last night, and the Pacers won 116-107 to take a 2-1 series lead. They are 9-0 this playoffs, and they score more than 111 points. They are also won the second most times as an underdog in the playoffs. Wow. The Rick Carlisle has done that. He's won the most times as an underdog in playoff history, second most.
I pooped my pants.
Well, that's bad.
There's Rick.
Tyrese Halliburton had 22. SGA had 24. Game 4 is tomorrow at 7:30. OKC is a 5.5-point favorite, and they are also still the favorite to win the series, even though they're down 2-1.
Oh, and I'm a sex addict.
Yeah, same lady, but I'm pretty surprised that they're still favored because I just read a stat this morning that said I believe the team that wins Game 3 wins 80% of the time, and that's just. There's Indiana right there. They're super excited. But the Pacers, we've talked about it before. Like the Thunder have all these different statistical anomalies. They're dominant in all these different ways. But the Pacers just kind of have like the power of friendship. Like they're just like the Thunder is this dominant team that has all these super talented players from top to bottom. And the Pacers are just like a really well balanced machine. And they're just a bunch of guys that like hanging out together and having fun. It just seems like they are destined to do something special this season. We've seen it with the various Tyrese Halliburton game winners. I think he's hit one in every single round so far. We've seen it just random performances like Mathurin last night had a bunch of points. The Pacers bench was the real reason that they won. They kind of pulled the Thunder on the Thunder, and they had their bench outscored the Thunder like it was like 60-something to 18 or something that. Well, thanks, guy. Appreciate it. And so it seems like the Thunder have everything going for them, and I see why Vegas could still see them winning. But the Pacers, they just have something that you can't really put a number on. It just seems like there's something special brewing with that team this year, and they proved it by winning at home yesterday. So it was a big game.
The NBA draft is 13 days away. The Wolves have picks 17 and 31, and everybody thinks, and Shams tweeted it last night and talked about it on Pat McAfee, that the Wolves are one of the 5 teams, along with a couple others, that'll get involved in the Kevin Durant sweepstakes, Max.
What?
And a lot of people think he'll be traded on draft night.
Yeah, it'll be super interesting because the Wolves, I could obviously see them making a move for Kevin Durant. They've been interested in him in a while now, but all the other teams that are interested, they might have a little bit more to offer, especially New York. If they are not super happy with Karl Anthony Towns' defensive effort, maybe they ship him off and try to get Kevin Durant instead. And San Antonio is the one that really worries me, though, because they have about 5,000 picks. So it just depends on what the Suns want, because I heard that they want a center.
What is our next option if we don't get him? Cat?
It would. I mean, that would be awesome. But
we got Cat back.
That'd be great. That'd be pretty sweet. But Giannis is supposedly available because if San Antonio goes all out to get Kevin Durant, then that would, because they're the favorites to get Giannis. So Giannis might be available. Ja Morant could be available.
Which I desperately want Ja Morant.
I would love Ja Morant to be on this team.
You think Ja would fit on this team?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
What did you say, Max? So they're the last 2 that should hang out.
Yeah, they're the last 2 people that should ever link up. Like, yeah. I mean, one well-placed BBL model, you know, might derail
Minneapolis?
the
Oh my
You talking
God!
about me and John Bonus?
But yeah, they'll do something.
Yeah,
that's gonna be fun. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, we got a break. There's just too much fun to be had, though. Dad's gone, so we're talking about whatever we want to talk about. Patrick Morris and Ben Lieber will be here soon. Thomas will be here a little bit longer. I'll be here a little bit longer. I got to roll out early today, too. And then tomorrow, the Initials game with Andrew DePaula. How cool is that?
That'll be great.
Minnesota Viking long snapper.
He's coming in about 8. Yeah, that'll be great.
I'm sorry I'm going to miss him. Lots to get you, Patrick Morris on the Fan.
The Fan. Get ready to experience the magic of James Taylor live in concert. Don't miss out on seeing the legendary singer-songwriter along with his all-star band when they take the stage at XL Energy Center on June 17th. Tickets are still available, and you can get all the details at KFAN.com keyword calendar.
A cover band with small town stars. Strong drinks served in mason jars. Good friends, my girl and me. Yeah, she gave me a
Man. I mean, come on. Yeah, there's a chance. My God.
No, it's no that guy.
No, come on.
Oh.
There's a glimmer in his eye.
No,
Yeah, man.
and especially now that we're getting to this age, he's telling us all the stuff.
Dude, you gotta batten down the hatches when he's around. You know what I mean?
You really do.
You gotta tie stuff down.
Yep.
Apple don't fall too far
That's
from the
what I'm
tree.
saying. You're like, the three you guys walk in, you're like, yeah, those two are great, but you gotta watch that one there. That one's the fox in the hen house.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
Everybody, good morning and welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Look what I found, by the way. It's been a long time.
You've got your sunrise.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You caught a prize. You're making your Johnson. Party nights, summer whites. Your friends, and your Johnson. Rooster tails, water trails. Your kids, and your Johnson. Saturday nights, distant lights. Your girl, and your Johnson.
So good.
You and your Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
Forgot about that.
That's so good.
Such a banger.
God,
man.
I know that's the 70s or whatever, but come on.
Play it again, please.
Did people call it their Johnson back
They
then?
had to have.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They had to have. You know they did.
Will you play it again?
Yes.
You've got your sunrise.
So good.
This is dirty as
Caught a
hell.
prize.
So bad.
You're making your Johnson. Party nights, summer whites.
This is not England. Who calls it mate? Only somebody's talking about giving it to them.
And just play it again. Listen how horny he is when he says sunrise.
Oh, yeah.
He's so horny.
Oh, yeah. He's about to rip
horny.
a dart first
Let me
thing in the
tell
morning.
you, he's spent dehydrated.
You know he's got a Margaret right in his head.
No doubt.
Yeah, and you know he's wearing nothing but boxers and part of it's hanging out.
You got your sunrise. You caught a prize. You're making your Johnson. Party nights, summer whites. Your friends, and your Johnson.
So horny.
Rooster tails, water trails. Your kids, and your Johnson. Saturday nights, distant lights. Your girl, and your Johnson.
So good.
This guy.
Yeah.
You and your Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
Relax, buddy.
You and your Johnson.
Yeah.
He had 3 butt-naked, big booty babes in the studio when he recorded that, no doubt.
You know it. Yeah.
You guys have had some Alzheimer's. That's a good one.
That's a good
and
one.
that was just, I found that it was a commercial, like on Twitter. Like it was like a throwback
Yeah,
that
like they showed
70s.
it. Yeah.
That 70s.
It's a local company.
Yeah.
God,
We
that's
played
great.
the hell out of
Oh,
it.
yeah. We had a t-shirt.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
That was the intro, wasn't it, for a while?
Yeah, it was. It should be. We should bring that
Oh,
back.
speaking of that, Tomers, we're looking for t-shirt ideas. Tell me your ideas. I'll approach them as if they were mine, and they might get done. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got it.
Because we need ideas. Ben!
Hey, man.
You and Ben and your Johnson. Hey!
Tommy remix.
Me, Ben, and the lights off.
Tickle a lizard.
He just shakes his head.
Gaze at a graveyard.
What are you guys doing in there?
That's my best idea of all time. So if that ever happens, that'd be great.
You know, Tom, that doesn't actually have a bad ring to it.
Oh,
It's got a nice little melody to it. Like, yeah.
Benny, thank you.
It is sort of like the Manson song, because I'm with you. I don't know, was it Zach that you said it? It is sort of catchy. It kind of slams. Yeah, it is.
Beautiful.
Hold on.
Hey now, I'm all around you. Hey now, up on your heart I can sing through you. And I play and I sing, and they say, hey man, you got soul in that music. And I said, yeah, I play a little bit, you know.
God. Charlie.
So good.
Just
yeah, it's a little bit of an earworm.
Oh, yeah.
It gets stuck in there.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, hello there.
Hi, Ben.
Ben.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Benny. How was Washington?
It was great. It was fine. It was fun. Kids had a good time. A little exhausting. We did a lot of sites. The coolest thing I think we did was the U.S. Capitol tour and the Holocaust Museum.
The Holocaust.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great. It's not a whooping good time.
Yeah,
you know,
interesting though.
You're not going in there like Arsenio.
Yeah.
But it is like one of those things that it's so powerful you have to go see it.
That pile of shoes, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy moly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, we missed you, and we're glad you're back. And we're, it's on through the night now. I threw out the first pitch, Ben.
Yeah. So I kind of missed. I heard you talking about the setup of it. So what exactly happened with the pitch? Because it sounds like you're not exactly
My hand
happy.
didn't let go of the ball.
Oh, did you throw it in the dirt?
I threw it in the dirt.
Like
Just terrible.
How far in front of the
About
catcher?
10 yards, maybe 5 yards.
Benny,
It's terrible.
if this is the mound, he was like halfway down.
I was
and he
just,
didn't even make it to the dirt.
I messed my underwear up.
Oh.
Just terrible. Just terrible. This was me.
I am stuck in a pair of handcuffs.
Why did you have those on?
Well, that's
that was bonus up top.
Yeah, that's bonus bad.
Yeah, I wasn't warmed up. I was freezing.
It's all right.
I couldn't see the pitcher's mound or the plate. I didn't know which way I was. It was terrible.
Yeah.
But oh well.
It happens. It's fine.
What a great night at the ballpark. By the way, it was rainy all day, and as soon as the ball was about to start, the sun came out. It was perfect.
That's great.
Yeah.
What a great night at the ballpark. And I stayed for 9 innings, and Buxton had a huge game.
Oh, yeah,
he was awesome. He hit the second longest home run of the season last night. 479 yards.
Yeah, and I saw it almost got Brasper.
Feet. Sorry, he was saying yards. I'm saying yards.
Yeah. Like, that's a hell of a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was.
Did you eat anything there? Like Dome Dog or any of that stuff?
No, I had a couple Bomba juices.
Yeah, those will get you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't eat in front of people. I tried, but I can't do it. I just can't do it.
You know what's funny about what you're talking about earlier is that I've had a few opportunities lately to see my golf swing.
Yeah.
And to watch myself throw baseball.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was an athlete too.
Yeah.
You played pro.
I know.
Pro stuff.
Benny, you played in the NFL.
Yeah, you played in the NFL.
I know, but it's such a different.
For like 10 years.
I know, but these movements and motions are way different than like what you do as a football player.
Yeah.
And in your mind you think that you look like something else.
Oh yeah.
And then I saw myself swinging a golf club. I'm like, that is awful.
Well,
awful.
You had an interception in an NFL playoff game.
I know. I get it.
Ben, that's why I don't have mirrors in the bedroom.
Well, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You don't want to see yourself doing that.
And the hotels that do have them at the end of the bed or whatever, ugh.
Where are you staying?
Dang, man. There's been multiple hotels where there's been a mirror right at the end of the bed, and it's...
You need to upgrade, son.
You're in the Bateman suite.
There's one right over here. Yeah, the Spring Hill Suites or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
If
Duly noted.
I'm staying there.
Wow. Yeah, I see it, Ben.
Yeah, and then I had a video that I was throwing a baseball, and I thought, I feel like I looked like that guy from the Honda commercial, if that's what it was, Honda commercial or Volkswagen, back in the day. A couple years ago, he was playing catch with this kid, and he was like throwing with his same foot and same arm. That's how I feel like I looked. It was bad. It's very humbling.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very.
And I play catch with my kids all the time.
So that feeling you have, like, think of having that about your looks, like when you let your body go. You never have that feeling,
Oh, of course I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Benny.
Everybody does.
Benny.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah, why are you looking at me?
What was your most humbling NFL moment?
I don't know. It's kind of
probably in the locker room with Visante Shanko.
Oh man!
Did Kenny ever get his hands on you?
What?
Kenny ever get his hands on you?
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Shanko. Yeah, right, me too.
Of course. Yeah, in practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. He tossed me around like a rag doll a few times in a non-sexual way. Yeah.
No, Tommy's not interested in the story then.
I would say to answer your question, my whole my complete second year in the league. I almost quit football. Like I thought I was I thought I was never going to get brought back. I really did. Like that season I played so bad that I'm like they're not going to bring me back. Like this is it.
No kidding.
Wow.
And was it like was that in your head or was that on film?
No, it was on film.
Oh, geez,
I mean, I had multiple occasions where my linebacker coach twice during the season had to pull me aside after like a meeting and be like, almost kind of have like that, hey buddy, like,
oh no,
you know, like what's going on?
Maybe this isn't for you.
Nothing worse.
It wasn't quite that point. It's like, you know what? It was almost like, what can we do to help you out?
Oh, they're like past the point of yelling at you.
Yeah, they're past the point of like yelling. They're just like they're just you know that feeling where they're just like so disappointed and they're like they've exhausted all their options. Ben. I'm hoping that you've never been there.
Ben. Sophomore year, like starting
again,
now,
second year,
correct. Starting now, just feeling I'll start the rest of my career. I'm all good. First game, UNLV, 103 plays in like 99-degree heat. Through 3 overtimes, and I was on punt and kick return.
Oh, come on.
We fly home, get home at like 4 a.m. So then we have 2 days later, and we're going to like work out. We're warming up, just like loosening up. Coach Kill walks out. Head coach never does when we're just warming up. Comes and grabs me as I'm warming up.
Oh, no.
Puts his arm around me. He goes, were you sick?
Oh, my God.
And I go, no. No, why? He goes, okay. And he just walks away.
Oh, my God.
So I have to go through the workout, 2 hours, and then we watch film.
And the film backed up what he was talking about.
Oh, and that was the old watch as a team film.
Oh, no.
Every play.
Oh, no.
Tears. Like actual grown man just crying.
Did you walk away from the game thinking that you had messed up that much?
Well, we went on a walk-off kick. So you're kind of all joyous, but then I got on the film, or I got on the tarmac. I actually sneezed and had a full body cramp. So like I wasn't able to watch the film on the plane because I had IV. Like I was just kind of getting back, and then I watched film and I was like, oh Jesus,
my God,
I saw it. Like
you saw it.
I was kind of hoping like first game, but no, like everything.
Yeah, and you know I know that we're going to go to break, but you know that. The realization, I'm so glad that I had this. I was naive throughout most of my career as far as how the coaches talked about players behind the scenes. And when I was talking to Terrence Newman when he was like, you know, the pseudo coach for a while, and he's like, bro, you have no idea how they talk about players behind the scenes. He's like, he's like, the biggest eye-opening thing for me is what they really think about the players.
Oh,
no. It gives
I know. Stuff. And I'm like, I can't imagine what they'd say about me.
No.
I couldn't. God, like I don't ever want to see a coach's notes.
No.
None of that.
No. I always wanted to be a fly on the wall in college. Now looking back, that's the worst torture in the history of torture.
It is, yeah.
Power Trip More Show. We'll break. We'll come back. It's Tommy Olson, Ben Lieber to Cast of Thousands. 6:43 on Thursday, June 12th. We'll be right back. The long road to the middle. No, hold on. 3, 2, go.
Head back to the 50s at the Minnesota Street Rod Association event, June 20th through the 22nd at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. Enjoy the classic car marketplace, T6 flyover, the great race, cruise and art, craft fair, and so much more.
I can't
Head
wait.
over to our contest page for your shot at a pair of tickets. That's KFAN.com, keyword contests.
I love Back to the 50s. I love cars, horsepower.
Can I just look at the cars in the present day?
You can do that too.
I don't want to go back to the 50s.
Yeah, you don't want to go back to the 50s. You know what? You stay here.
Why? Why don't you elaborate?
Stay here.
I don't know what you mean.
Let's build a time machine, Ben. I'll give you a tour.
Dude, I got to tell you, man, you can't believe how much fun that is. It's a celebration of all things horsepower. Just a lot of fun. So check it out, would you? Check it out.
Great. And there's Sweet Martha's cookies.
Oh.
And a bunch of other fair stuff.
Ben Lieber, Tommy Olson, I believe. Why this has to be your final segment, Tom? Is that right?
I don't know where
Tommy, he and I were talking. We continued our conversation. Then he just got up and left.
Yeah, he had to go cry. Yeah. Or something else.
Smoke a cig real
What's
quick.
that?
Did you have to go cry after our conversation?
Oh, Jesus. Eddie texted me.
Oh, boy.
no.
What did he
Is he
say?
stuck in a pair of handcuffs again?
Yeah.
Does he,
No,
was
because he had the same thing the year before.
Is he just crying out a safe word or what?
No, it's just
You
sad
need to
times.
rescue him.
That's when I, like, if I'm ever in a bad mood, I just think of that stuff. I'm like, man, it's been worse.
Man.
It's been
It's so
worse.
true.
There's nothing ever, and you'll ever have the rest of your life, than after a bad game, that Sunday in the locker room, just waiting to literally get picked apart until you cry.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse.
Yeah.
You know
If
what?
you can face that stress, you can take on a meeting on a Tuesday
I was going
morning.
to say, have you ever had a
well
boss
said, Tommy.
post-football ever try to dress you down like a coach would?
Well, yeah, so since I'm in sales, you do role plays and stuff, and you should see these people.
Oh, yeah. You love that.
Is that why you applied for Sutter Homes Company?
No, you have to like do role plays. Like if I would walk into a meeting and Sauce was the guy I was supposed to sell to.
And what's he wearing?
Yeah. Walks in.
And like you should see people get like the night before, like they're panicking about it, like
Chad Abbott.
because then all your bosses are sitting around you, and like they critique you.
Chad
And I'm
Abbott.
like, you guys, this is
nothing.
Who cares? Like,
pass gas.
if we actually stop and you absolutely fail the role play, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? They're going to say you got to go again. Like who cares? Like you're not going to get benched. Like
Yeah.
So that's that. I think that's the biggest thing that I got from college football, and not to get nervous about.
Well, and again, there's such a mental health crisis with the kids of this generation right now. I'm not sure how many of them could handle that kind of pressure. I don't know, man.
I don't think.
Well, because of that, they have changed their whole coaching philosophy.
Yeah,
I mean that's why you've heard for the last 8 to 10 years that all these coaches, including the staff that came on board here with the Vikings a couple years ago, they will even allude to that the fact that no, you just gotta talk to them differently.
Yeah,
this generation, it's not any better or any worse. It's just the coaches and the teachers have to adapt to the culture that. It's not necessarily, and I actually sort of agree with it, because as much as I think is what Tommy's talking about, it does harden you a little bit.
It does.
I mean, it hardens you a lot. I think you do develop a thicker skin, but I think if you're looking for high performance, does dressing somebody down and just yelling at them for the sake of yelling actually more productive?
It wasn't for me, man.
Right. Like on the whole, on the net. I think it helps for some. Like it helped for me. Like I needed that stern coach to kick me in the butt, right? Mm-hmm. But I also would have appreciated at least some of the coaches not just yelling, but like, well, tell me why we're doing something. Like I can be way more bought in if you actually explain what the defense 100%. Is, and you would tell me like why I'm dropping to this zone in this formation, but not that zone in a different formation. Instead of just yelling at me that I did it wrong.
Or like, yes, Ben, I couldn't agree more. Or like to the guys where you're like, you're doing good. Like instead of getting yelled at, like some guys need to get uplifted.
Right.
And like
a little encour's cool.
Yeah. Like oh my God, like good job here. Like, tell me that.
I would love that.
Then you go out there and you're playing loose. I liked getting told I was doing good because then I felt like I could go play loose and let it rip.
And you didn't need it all the time. You just needed it every once in a while.
Out of 2 hours of getting ripped, if I got one, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
We're good.
Rosie says the same thing after Common.
But like the other thing is, I think nowadays with the NIL era, you can't yell at them the way the way it used to get yelled at. Because then they'll just be like, well, I'll just leave. I think the whole power has shifted. In college.
Yeah.
Because like now the kids will be like, well, I can just go.
Look, I know the NBA gets ripped on a lot, so this is going to seem like an NBA rip, but I think this is like more of a cultural thing. I fear that the NILs in college football and college sports is going to end up looking like the NBA, where the players run the organization
100%.
And not the coaches and the actual organization. It's like the inmates running the asylum.
Yes.
And I don't think that that's a good product to put out there.
Awful.
Long term.
I think it's the worst thing. Well, we're already seeing it. The Tennessee quarterback just left because he didn't get $5 million or whatever. Yeah, left. Like that's
and Heupel's
UNLV guy.
Yeah, Heupel's like, see ya.
Think of that. Even 5 years ago, that'd be unbelievable. Now it's just becoming normal.
Yeah.
Just because they're chasing money. It's only getting worse.
Yeah.
Chad Abbott.
He passed away.
That twerp.
He passed away.
Is there NIL in high school?
Now there is.
I think there is now, yeah.
In fact, I think it's actually more lucrative in high school right now
God,
than it
that'd be
is.
sick. Could you imagine in high school?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
That'd
he was excited about that. All these crazy, like basically stage parents.
Of course.
Because these kids are still under 18 years old, so who gets to be the,
legally
the direct
they get it.
benefactor
That lady.
of this money?
Oh yeah, that's gross.
Oh, you know how many baby Gronk like type of dads are out there saying like, oh hell yeah.
That kid has been 10 years old for 25
I know.
years.
Yeah.
That dad should see how high this building is.
I mean, he's been a kid for 30 years.
That's a very polite way to say that, Tom. So I'm going to steal that.
Because how old is this kid now?
To your
50?
point,
30?
he hasn't been a kid at all. I mean,
Oh, his life's ruined.
I mean, he had his childhood stripped away, and now wherever he goes from now on, he's going to be the baby Gronk dude.
Yeah.
But I think I saw him. He was in town recently.
He
I
was.
Mean, as
he
of
went
like,
to Greenway's kids thing. Yeah.
I think Madden, he like asked Madden for a picture or something. Isn't he like the same size as Madden?
Yeah. So like I think he's
Nick
one of those
John?
early peak guys, like a 6th grade all-star. And then
Yeah.
I think his body's just
Meat
like
sauce.
he's not growing anymore.
So what's he going to become? Just a quote unquote influencer?
I think he went viral early. Hopefully he just hangs on.
How old? I don't really know how old he is. I didn't know who. I've heard the
bet
name,
he's
but I've never
probably-
seen him till right now.
Hogs, I bet you he's about 7th grade, 6th, 7th grade.
Okay.
And he goes on these 7-on-7 camps and
12.
they call him Baby Gronk.
Yeah.
He's 12.
And he wears like all these chains and
He's
like
been 12 for 10 years.
Yeah, I feel like he's been 12 for 10 years.
He's been around forever. Is he like that Andy Milonakis guy where he's actually like 30?
oh, what is that called? Peter Button syndrome or something?
Peter Button syndrome.
Yeah, you're going to need a Peter Button.
You just have Peter on the brain.
Yeah, there's your podcast title.
Oh, you know what? I'm a little sad. Let me hit the Peter button.
Got it.
God.
Brilliant, Hawk.
Feel a little stress.
But hit the Peter button.
Peter Button.
Thinking about Coach coming up and telling me I'm not doing very good. Where's the Peter button?
Peter Button Eater.
Oh, okay. Now you and I play a little.
Yeah, I play a little bit, you know.
Anyway,
Really got weird.
yeah. I don't even know what we're talking about now.
Oh my God.
Anyway, yeah, there you go. So there you go. Benjamin Peter Button and Baby Gronk.
Weren't you guys talking about butt stuff?
Yes.
Oh my God.
No, and Zach brought something up. That's why he just said it and he can't look at us. I'm
What?
telling no,
I'm
what?
watching the golf
No,
thing.
isn't that what you said like a week ago or something?
What?
Something about eating.
Okay, hey, whoa.
Eating. I just said
Eating
eating.
Ohio.
I just
Eating
said
Ohio,
eating.
Yeah.
I just said eating.
I like
the Alaskan pipeline.
I just said eating.
I know that, Rose. We know you do, buddy. We know you do.
Stay away, Rose.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything bad. I'm not trying.
I'm just trying to remember what you're
I'm not trying to be
referencing.
crass. Maybe.
We're not your
Roast.
coaches, Tomers.
Yep.
It's okay.
Was it bidet talk?
No, I forget what it was. I don't remember.
What?
I swear. And Zach had like
You
a
might have
funny
dreamt it
one-liner.
like sauce.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I forget. I don't remember.
I just realized.
I'm kind of glad you don't remember, honestly.
Yeah, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's all good.
Nobody said anything.
Nobody
What are
said
you talking
anything.
about, buddy? You're good. It's okay.
Okay.
Hi, Robert Osborne.
All right, well, here's what we're gonna go to break, and we're gonna get the audio of what this last segment. We're gonna go through it with you.
Yeah, we want to find out what he's at.
Brilliant, Zach.
So good.
Yeah. Were you sick?
Now you guys really know how to cut right to my heartstrings. Like that is
Brilliant, Hogs.
Do you have to leave now, Tomers?
no. So I thought where I have to go to started at 8, but it starts at 8:30. So I can leave. at
yeah,
like
you got time.
Brill.
Brill. Oh
Brill.
yeah, I gotta tell you guys something about Brill.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
Off air. Off air.
You can't share it at all.
Not yet.
Don't.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
Teaser.
yet.
We'll
Okay.
tease it.
All right. All right. Power Trip Morning Show. News and so much more when we come back. Thank you for tuning in. Ben Lieber, Tommy Olsen, the Cast 1000. We'll get the news next, and we'll find out what the heck he's talking about on the Fan.
There's a million reasons. Stay inside.